Hello, everyone.
Just talking about snorting some allergy meds. Anybody else out there feeling it?
I mean, yes, but snorting.
Seriously. Well, good Lord, I forgot to take the stupid pill, which I should. But it's what, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock? And I'm still, whatever. So that's not really what we're talking about, but that's on my mind right now because that's how I feel and that's how I sound. And those little white cotton fuckers are blowing all over.
They are.
And I think that's what does it to me.
Yeah. I think for everyone in Wisconsin.
Just a little public service announcement for you. Yeah. It's allergy season, in case you didn't know.
Oh, my God.
But don't snort your allergy medication. I did not say to do that. Do not snort your allergy medication, people.
Never even.
I'm not a spokesperson for allergy meds.
I take one.
And I'm not a doctor either. I know a couple of new doctors. But I am not one of them. Congratulations.
To Dr. Tommy. We're just going to say that.
Dr. Tom Coleman. And?
Your future gastrointestinal specialist. Right?
Can't help with my allergies, but yeah. Got anything else on the other end? Well, maybe.
Another Yaya child.
Sydney Virginia Smith, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Dr. Sid, we're so
Congratulations, guys.
Oh, gosh, we're so thrilled.
It is a lot of work. Hard work.
We have family with doctors.
Lots of celebrations, friends. And that doesn't mean we're not forgetting about the other babies. You guys are all fabulous, too. This is just recent.
There's time for all that later.
Everybody gets their moment.
This past weekend, we're celebrating Tommy and Sydney. So,
congratulations, kids. Enjoy.
Okay.
But back to the world of education. We do know. That we do know. And most of you should know, because it's been all over the news, little action going on in Watertown, Wisconsin.
Yeah, and Watertown is a nearby district. It's only about 40 minutes away from Columbus, our hometown.
Or if you travel like me, 20 minutes. Everything's 20 minutes. I don't know, 20 minutes. Ish, 20 minutes.
20-ish times 2. Okay. So Watertown has had some controversy.
Yeah.
All over the Wisconsin, Wisconsin public radio.
Absolutely.
It's all over Milwaukee.
All over the social media.
And here's the thing. There was an instrumental piece that was...
That means there's no lyrics. No words.
Which is very
instrumental.
Important. Very important.
Side B.
Yeah. That has caused some controversy because there was a song that was, the word is approved by the school board.
Back in October. October. And why did this song have to be approved, Mrs. McGee?
Well,
do all songs played in concerts have to be approved? Do all songs need to go through the board for approval to be played?
No.
And what's so special about this one without words?
Well, I feel like this director did the right thing by
follow the policy,
thinking that
because there's a policy, people.
There might be some controversy with it, and they have a policy about controversial issues policy. So you gotta get approved by the board. You have to send out letters to parents, and parents have the opportunity to opt in or opt out. Only 3 kids opted out. Okay, only 3.
And I mean, really, and we can't spend a lot of time on this piece, but controversial, really. Let's define what is controversial and who is defining that. Who is deciding? Right. My guess, based on some of the information that's out there, is the newly elected Watertown board that, per the news media, ran.
Yes, they did.
Ridding public schools of indoctrination and controversial curriculum.
Oh, I know. It's
Jesus Christ. I mean, this is what we come to.
Fahrenheit 451, it's the same type of thing. We're not indoctrinating kids.
No, we are not. We are not. Please. I cannot say that loud enough. And, do not bother commenting anything like that if you are going to respond to this video, because no, there is nobody in public education right now who is out to indoctrinate your kids. It's a fucking buzzword that we are using to instill fear in people who are easily what? Oh, persuaded that some things are bad and horrible and your poor chillins are going to be exposed to this shit and what's going to happen? Oh, Lord, Mama, my pearls. Jesus fuck. I mean, seriously.
Right.
It's getting a bit ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, and it's not even just this. This has been going on historically. Historically, we have targeted groups. We have targeted people. We, all throughout school history, we have. And public schools have never had a set, curriculum set out to indoctrinate students. I mean, do you even know what the word means? Because we throw it around.
I know.
And it covers everything. It does not necessarily mean that somebody's going to wave a magic wand and your kid's going to be gay, for fuck's sakes.
Right.
Or
if you read a book about a Black person that all of a sudden, or like how a Black person was, raised, or they were enslaved, or in English, we like to talk about perspectives and how the roles that they play in stories. Well, back in the day, they were in stories where they were like the maids and the nannies and the worker in the field and the laborer, never of a person of power, which is the piece that people are afraid of. Because, gosh, heaven forbid a Black person, an Asian person, any other nationality other than American.
Well, or a white male. Let's be real.
Right,
females. Yeah. I mean, this really, really could get huge. And it should get. It should. It deserves more of a conversation than what is happening. So really, you start talking about this, and we can go back. We can look at specific examples of this has been happening. But I will tell you again, it is not happening in your public schools. You need to understand what the word indoctrination means. You know where that happens? It happens in your private schools. It happens in your Catholic schools. It happens to those of us.
To memorize things.
Yes. Well, not even that, but even going to a Catholic school, it was abortion is wrong. Abortion is bad. Abortion is murder. And that is what you heard. There were no other perspectives. There was no other consideration. It was murder. And they had us writing letters to our local representatives, to our state representatives. They had us writing letters on behalf of that big march they have every January. And let me tell you, it took me a long time to rethink the whole abortion issue because of how I was brought up to think about it through my education.
Yes.
You know what that was? Indoctrination. Yeah, it was. But guess what? It can be unlearned. Yeah. You know why and how? When you're taught critical thinking skills, because what public schools teach is how to think, not what to think. That's the big difference.
That is the difference.
Key word.
Yes.
How to look at things, how to take things apart and see different perspectives and understand what really happened in order to form your beliefs, your values, personal
thoughts. Yeah. Your own thoughts.
Okay. For just a little bit, because wow.
Your own thoughts. So that's the whole point of a lot of things that are more subjective. You put things out there, and then you let kids form their own opinions.
And you have discussions.
And you have discussions about it. You might even have debates about it. But that is good discourse. That is something that we try to teach kids so that they understand that there's more than one perspective. And maybe by listening and actively listening and participating in that, you can understand another person's point of view. That is the bottom line of all of it. So going back to this instrumental music, this music is not, it's all based on a Stonewall riot. I don't know the year.
The uprising, 1969.
69 sounds right. And it was in honor of, did you say?
Well, it was dedicated.
Oh, dedicated.
To
Marsha Johnson.
Thank you. Who was instrumental in the transgender community and with the Stonewall uprising, which those of you, if you know the history, know it was a turning point for what did I just stop there?
LGBTQIA.
Thank you. Plus. Yes. Right. It was a turning point.
Yeah. Yes.
And so this song was not written about it. There, again, no lyrics. It was written about how movements can change minds, can change laws, how music plays a very important part in that. So the person who came up with this piece, which was really recent, I think it was 2019, wasn't it? Yeah. So it's a new piece, but they dedicated it to this person. That's it.
Mother of a revolution.
Yep.
I highly recommend you listen to it.
Well, and not only that, but one, they approved it in October. They followed the policy. a week, well, it's tonight. They were performing tonight. And last Tuesday, the board took it upon themselves to hold another vote and voted that this piece could not be played.
Right. And these kids have been working since October, since it was approved. They've been working on it, ready to perform. And the beauty of, it's obviously this board did not do the right thing, in our opinion. And by
their response was just shameful. Wow. Shameful. Like no other board. Well, not going there either. Because there are other boards out there like that.
There are.
Right? So shame on the board.
Yeah.
Shame on the community for electing those folks to your Board of Education. That is not the purpose of the Board of Education. And shame on you for not wanting folks represented, not wanting everyone represented. That's really what it's about, right?
I mean,
it's about representation.
How does it hurt anyone?
It doesn't.
I just don't get it.
It doesn't. And yes, you do get to opt out, but why? Why would you opt out? And what is that saying? Yeah, there's a lot behind this, but basically what it comes down to is this was a policy that is in place. The wording is a little sketchy. It was approved. So you have a policy. The director followed the policy. The piece was approved back in October. Nothing with that policy has changed since October. The only thing that has changed is probably a few new board members.
Right.
Right?
Say that.
Yep. Yeah. So a week before, these students who have been working their asses off preparing for this concert were to perform, they decided this piece needed to be removed. But you know who I'm really proud of?
The students.
Yes. Oh my God, did you see them?
Yes, they walked out.
You Watertown students.
Oh, God bless you.
You rock.
Yes.
Well, bless you. But let's not indoctrinate them thinking that God blesses them. You're going to be God. Bless you, chillins. No, you were amazing. You were well spoken. You were confident. You gathered.
I love that.
There is hope.
That kids of all interested in all different kinds of things. I saw an interview with an athlete who was like, of course we're out here. We are all part of this. The band is affected by this, but we're all affected by it. So good for them.
And that's what you want to hear, right? And that's where we need to be. These kids know what's going on. They do. So very impressed with you. So very impressed with you. So kudos to you, my friends. Not you, the school board.
No.
Well, except that one person who
the
didn't vote.
president.
So I take it back. Not you.
Not the president.
But the rest of you.
Everybody else. Shame on you.
Shame on you. Sorry.
And then fuck you.
All right. We better wrap this up. Vote them out.
Vote them out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Local elections are important. Have we not mentioned that?
We do talk
Yes,
about
we have.
And
we
here's
have.
a perfect example because they were just voted in April.
Yeah. So, quick reminder, do not respond to us about indoctrinating students and that we're doing that in public schools and that, we will. Or we will,
block you? I don't know.
Maybe block. We could.
I don't know what we can
We're not going to, no, it's not okay.
We're not going to engage.
No, there
we're not
you go.
engaging.
We will not
because
engage.
This is right and that was
You
wrong.
can't indoctrinate me to think I'm wrong. I'm not.
You're getting very
sleepy. When you wake up, you will be attracted to the same sex. Okay, enough. This is us signing off.
Yep.
You're two
tipsy
teachers.
Have a great week.